Things. Your dog will never forgive when you leave them alone. Have you ever closed your front door, locked it, and then paused for just a second, wondering what is happening on the other side with your dog? We have all been there. You leave for work, for groceries, or just a night out, and you leave a piece of your heart behind with those sad puppy dog eyes staring back at you. But have you ever truly wondered what goes through your dog's mind the moment that latch clicks shut? It is a question that haunts every dog owner. Does your dog hate you for leaving? Is your dog scared? Will your dog forgive you? Today, we are not just talking about separation anxiety. We are diving deep into the canine psyche to uncover the things your dog might never forgive you for when you leave them alone. We are going to decode their silent language, their hidden stressors, and the heartbreaking mistakes we make often out of love that might be causing your dog more pain than you realize. Before we unlock the secrets to your dog's happiness and help you become the best pet parent possible, if you want to build a deeper, healthier bond with your furry best friend, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. Join our pack of dog lovers. We share holistic tips and natural remedies every week to help you and your pets live your best lives. Ready? Let's get into the mind of your dog. Let's start with something we are all guilty of, which is the dramatic goodbye. You know exactly what I am talking about. You're putting on your shoes, you grab your keys, and then you drop to your knees to hug your dog. You hug your dog tight. You use that sad, high-pitched baby voice and you say, "I am so sorry. Mommy will be back soon." Don't be sad. It feels like the right thing to do, doesn't it? It feels like love. But here is the hard truth. To your dog, that is not comfort. It is a warning signal. Dogs are incredibly intuitive energy readers. When you make a fuss, you are essentially telling your dog that something big and scary is about to happen and I am stressed about it, so you should be too. You are validating your dog's anxiety before you have even left the house. Instead of reassuring your dog, you are winding them up. The most forgiving thing you can do for your dog is to be boring. Make your exit as uneventful as walking into the next room. It sounds cold, but it is actually the kindest way to tell your dog that this is no big deal and you will be back. Now, let's talk about energy levels in your dog. Imagine drinking 3 espressos and then being locked in a small room with nothing to do for 8 hours. You would probably start pacing, maybe chewing your fingernails, right? That is exactly what happens when we skip the pre-departure exercise for our dog. We often think a quick pee break in the yard is enough, but a dog with a full battery is a ticking time bomb of anxiety. When you leave a high-energy dog alone without burning off that steam, you are practically setting your dog up for failure. That pent-up energy has to go somewhere, and usually, it goes into your baseboards, your couch cushions, or your favorite pair of shoes. Taking your dog for a vigorous walk or a solid play session before you leave isn't just about fitness. It is about draining that anxious energy so your dog can actually relax and sleep while you are gone. Think of it as giving your dog a natural sedative. Speaking of destroyed shoes, this brings us to one of the most heartbreaking misunderstandings between humans and dogs, which is the crime scene scolding. We have all come home to a mess. Maybe it is the trash spread across the kitchen floor or a shredded pillow. Your blood boils, you find the dog, point at the mess and yell, "What did you do?" Your dog cowers, looking guilty. So your dog knows they did wrong, right? Wrong. That guilty look on your dog is actually fear. Dogs live entirely in the present moment. Unless you catch your dog in the act, they cannot connect your anger now with the pillow they destroyed 4 hours ago. When you scold your dog upon returning, all they understand is that your return home is a dangerous, scary event. Your dog does not learn not to chew. Your dog learns to fear your arrival. It breaks the trust bond and adds a layer of confusion that is genuinely hard for your dog to forgive because they simply do not understand the crime. Let's shift gears to your dog's environment. Have you ever noticed how dogs love to curl up under tables or in tight corners? That is their den instinct kicking in. Yet, when we leave, we often give our dog freedom to roam the whole house. For many dogs, too much space is actually overwhelming. It is a vast territory your dog feels they need to patrol and protect, which is a huge job for a pack animal left alone. Creating a fortress of solitude, a specific, cozy, safe space, or a crate that your dog associates with positivity, can be a game changer. It is not a cage, it is your dog's bedroom. It is where your dog can switch off their guard dog mode and just rest. If you have not established a safe zone for your dog, you might be forcing them to be on high alert all day, and that chronic stress is physically and emotionally exhausting for any dog. Now, we need to talk about the feast or famine mistake owners make with their dog. I have seen so many loving owners leave a massive bowl of food out for their dog, thinking, at least they won't get hungry. It seems logical to us, but biologically, dogs are opportunistic scavengers. In the wild, food was not guaranteed, so when it was there, the dog ate it all. Leaving a mountain of food can trigger a binge-eating instinct in your dog that leads to bloating, discomfort, and even dangerous digestive issues while you are not there to help. Plus, a heavy meal right before a long nap without a potty break? That is a recipe for an accident, which leads to more stress for the dog who naturally wants to keep their den clean. Stick to your dog's routine. Do not try to buy your dog's forgiveness with extra kibble because it often backfires. Here is a subtle one that many of us miss with our dog, called the slow fade. If your dog panics the moment you pick up your keys, you have a problem. We often inadvertently train our dogs to recognize our departure cues. Keys jingle, coat on, shoes on, and boom, your dog has an anxiety spike. You can actually reverse this by desensitizing your dog. Pick up your keys and sit on the couch. Put on your coat and then do the dishes. Open the door and then close it without leaving your dog. Show your dog that these triggers do not always mean goodbye. It takes time and patience, but breaking that panic association is one of the greatest gifts you can give your dog's mental health. It turns a moment of terror for your dog into just another background noise. Let's get a bit emotional for a second about your dog. We need to acknowledge the feeling of betrayal. I know betrayal is a strong word, but dogs are pack animals. Their survival depends on the pack. When the leader, that is you, leaves the dog, it goes against every fiber of their DNA. Your dog does not have the cognitive ability to understand work or the grocery store. Your dog just knows the pack is separated. This is why the gradual buildup is so vital for every dog. You cannot just go from 0 to 8 hours alone with a new dog. You have to prove to your dog, over and over again, that you always come back. Start with 10 minutes, then 30, then an hour. You are building a track record of trust with your dog. If you rush this, you risk creating a deep-seated insecurity that makes your dog feel truly abandoned every time the door shuts. Have you ever come home and found your dog panting heavily? Or maybe your dog has a wet patch on their front leg. That is the silent scream of a stressed dog. Excessive grooming or licking is a common self-soothing behavior in anxious dogs, releasing endorphins to calm them down. But it can lead to lick granulomas and skin infections on your dog. If you see this, do not just treat the skin. Treat the root cause of your dog's anxiety. Your dog is telling you they were suffering in silence. This is where holistic aids can help your dog, like calming treats or anxiety wraps. But mostly, it is a sign that your dog is not coping well with the solitude. Ignoring these physical signs is something your dog cannot forgive because they are shouting for help in the only way a dog knows how. Now, let's talk about the power of scent for your dog. Your dog experiences the world through their nose. You are your dog's favorite smell in the universe. When you leave, the scent of you fades, and that can be scary for a dog. A simple, comforting trick is to leave a worn t-shirt or a blanket that smells like you in your dog's bed. It sounds gross to us, but to your dog, it is like having a security blanket. It is a biological reminder that you are still there in some way. It can lower your dog's heart rate and help them settle. Denying your dog this small comfort is a missed opportunity to make their day 100% better. Finally, and this is critical for every dog owner, the heat trap. We often leave the AC off to save money or forget how the sun shifts during the day. A house that feels fine at 8 a.m. can become a greenhouse by 2 p.m. for a dog with a fur coat. Dogs cannot sweat like we do. Your dog relies on panting. If your dog is trapped in a hot house, anxious and pacing, their body temperature can skyrocket dangerously fast. Always, always ensure your dog has a cool place to rest and fresh water. Leaving your dog in an environment that becomes physically uncomfortable or dangerous is the ultimate breach of trust. Your dog relies on you for their basic safety. Never let frugality compromise your dog's well-being. At the end of the day, our dogs do not hold grudges the way humans do. Your dog does not sit around plotting revenge, but your dog does remember how we make them feel. Your dog remembers the fear, the confusion, and the panic. And over time, those feelings shape your dog's personality and their health. The good news is that you can change the narrative for your dog today. By making these small adjustments like exercising your dog, keeping goodbyes calm, creating a safe space, and understanding your dog's biological needs, you are not just managing your dog. You are telling your dog, in a language they understand, I love you, I have got you, and I will always come back. It is all about empathy for your dog. It is about looking at the world through your dog's eyes, or rather, their nose and their heart. When we respect our dog's instincts, we get a happier, healthier, and more confident dog. And honestly, isn't that what we all want when we walk back through that door? A happy tail wag from our dog instead of a fearful cower? If this chat helped you understand your pup a little better, or if you had an aha moment about your own routine with your dog, please consider joining our community. Click that subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss a tip on raising a happy, healthy, holistic dog. We would love to have you and your dog in the pack. And hey, if you are looking for some of the calming aids or safe toys we mentioned to help with your dog's separation anxiety, check the description below. We have dropped some links to our favorite products that can make alone time a lot easier for your furry friend. Thanks for hanging out with us, and give your dog a belly rub from me.